Planet Earth, the only inhabited planet in our solar system and home to over 8 billion people. But did you know, according to some, Earth is inhabited on the inside? The idea that the Earth is hollow and could be inhabited even as you read this sounds crazy. But believe it or not, there are theories out there that say otherwise. Science tells us that Earth consists of layers: the crust, the mantle, the outer core, and the inner core. The hollow Earth theory states that the Earth is a shell with walls about 800 miles thick. In the polar regions, there are holes 1,400 miles across with edges that curve smoothly from the outside of the shell around to the inside. Anyone traveling around these openings by land, air, or sea could proceed over an edge of the hole and not be aware that they were actually entering the interior of the Earth. This happened to Admiral Richard E. Byrd on one of his flights over the pole. Here are a few of the logs from his flight. I will leave a link to all the logs in the description of my YouTube channel. It's a very good read. He reported on one of his flight logs, in the distance we see what appears to be mountains. He then reported, beyond the mountain range we see what appears to be a valley with a small river or stream running through the center of it. There should be no green here. His next report said, the light here seems different. I cannot see the sun anymore. We make another left turn and we spot what seems to be a large animal of some kind below us. It appears to be an elephant. No, it looks more like a mammoth. This is incredible, yet there it is. Byrd's next log says, our radio crackles and a voice comes through in English with what perhaps is a slight Nordic or German accent. The message is, welcome, Admiral, to our domain. We shall land you in exactly 7 minutes. Relax, Admiral, you're in good hands. Admiral Byrd goes on to tell of a large shimmering city pulsating with rainbow hues of color, and that the beings there were tall with blonde hair. They were not armed and were very friendly. There are a lot of things that happened while the Admiral was in this strange world. If you'd like to see a video specific to his accomplishments, including this strange journey, drop me a comment and let me know. Moving on, the Makuksi Indians knew about the existence of the Hollow Earth nearly 100 years ago. Their legends speak of an entrance into Earth through a cave-like structure. They would enter the secret cavern, often lured by a voice, and travel 13 to 15 days until they reached the inner Earth. This is what they encountered along the way. According to the Makuksi, after about 3 days, they were able to continue their journey without their torches because the walls were illuminated by giant lanterns the size of a watermelon and were bright like the sun. After 5 days inside the caves, they passed through huge caverns whose ceilings were not visible, to a chamber inside a cave system where there stood 4 objects so bright and glistening that they were impossible to gaze upon. After around 7 days, they came across trees that produced fruit. There, they fed on the fruit of oak, mangoes, bananas, and some smaller plants. The deeper they moved into the earth, the more areas of vegetation they observed and discovered, but not all areas were green and prosperous. According to the Makuksi, some places are extremely dangerous and should be avoided, such as those with hot stones and hot acidic streams. Continuing their journey, they reached a place inside the earth where they encountered giants. There, they ate alongside the giants, feeding on apples the size of human heads, grapes the size of human fists, and delicious giant fish captured by the giants and given to them as gifts and presents. After the gigantic food offering to them, they were ready to go home, ready for the outside world, and were helped to ascend by the giants of the inner world. Their legend also says that Western explorers tried to return to the inner earth to steal the gold and diamonds found in abundance there. Needless to say, they were never heard from again. After this unacceptable intrusion, the giants punished the Makuxi for betraying the secret. They then destroyed the entrance, collapsed the caverns, and demolished the stairs so that no one could return. If you think the hollow earth theory is interesting, you should hear about the concave earth theory. The concave earth theory says that we do actually live on the surface of the planet. However, the planet is inverted. It also says that the whole universe as we know it is trapped inside the earth. The universe is seen as a ball centered in the middle of the earth, with the planets rotating it. A view of what concave earth would look like. So, what are your thoughts on the hollow earth theory? Are you a believer? Or do you require more proof before you can make a decision? Please leave a comment and let me know. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy.